You have a book inside you. You have a book that's waiting to be birthed, waiting to be born. And the fate of that book, it depends on you. Are you going to go ahead and take that book all the way to the finish line? Or are you going to cop out even before you began? A lot of people cop out saying, well, I don't have anything to say. I don't have a book inside me. And it's a big lie because you've all got stories of what happened and what other people should hear about. These days, the risk in writing a book is so severely minimized. You know why that is? Because Amazon Kindle Publishing allows you publish your book in electronic format for Kindle. You don't even need to write it in a physical book. So the risk of wasting money in publishing and printing hundreds and thousands of copies goes away. I would like for you to think about the book that has been gnawing away at you for some time, because those of you who are natural born writers and those of you who are not alike have got ideas for books. I know you have because it happened to me like way back. I remember when I was 14, 15, 16, I had ideas for comic books. And my buddies and I, we would draw these comic books and would try to color them and would try and channel our inner Steve Ditko and Stan Lee and the Marvel greats. And sometimes it would look really, really good. I remember when I was 16, I created a comic book about this character who could make the earth bend and form and fork. And it was the Denudator. And that was an idea I had way back then. But little did I know, 20 years later, I would be publishing some of my first comic books and full books, fiction, nonfiction alike. As you can see over here, I have a number of books, a cross-section of my 40 publications. I have written books on everything from bullying for kids to The No Good Leader, which is a fiction book about leadership for teens and adults, Getting Rich in Project Management, Agile Principle Run and Cut, Problem Solving using Dixiv, The Interview Artist, Scrum Mastery, Getting Your Project Management Mojo Back, Getting Rich in Project Management, people like that one, and many, many other books. If you are looking to write your book, here's the good news. I have a program. It's a 60-day program. Now, most programs like this are just a day or a weekend, and they cost $10,000 and upwards. Mind you, these are just sessions and seminars where you get inspired and they give you a model to use, and off you go on your own. You don't have a coach helping you week by week by week by week. And that's where my program is different because I'm going to come alongside you for 60 days. And the cadence for our meetings is once a week. So at a minimum, I meet with you 8 times. I give you insights, templates, advise, the entire setup to take your book global, to get your book on a world stage where anyone can have access to your story, and you don't even need to pay Amazon a dime. All you need to do is sign up for the program. And as you sell, they make a profit or not. The future is in on-demand publishing. This is where you get to own your own material. You're not at the beck and call of the book company that says, oh, we're only going to give you 5% or 10%. No, you get a fair deal. The other cool thing is you can get your books printed at cost. And, I started this way back 2006. Thereabouts is when I started. So I've been doing this for going to 20 years now. But I started off using a different company to self-publish. And I know all the nooks, and the crannies of the business. You are working with someone who has written over 40 publications, ebooks, audiobooks. I have a 20-hour audiobook that back in the day with the PMP based on the PMBOK guide, this will sell in the droves, right? Now I do MP3. I don't do like the hard copies anymore. I also have courses on book writing. Like this book is called Battles and Boards. On Udemy, I show how I wrote this book from start to finish and how I get this published, how I got this on Amazon. I show you everything, how I did the cover, how I did the insides, how I crafted the back of the book, the barcode, the whole 9 yards. So you're dealing with someone who's been there and is still there. Don't miss this opportunity. Go to books.hpmexam.com. That's right, books.hpmexam.com. I really want you to get this site because you're going to need it. Some of you, you're going to write your book in the next 365 days or less. So if that sounds like something you want to do, go on down to books.hpmexam.com. And you'll be able to sign up for my 60 days program. And what makes the program successful is every step of the way, you have someone that holds you accountable. Every step of the way, you have someone that guides you. Every step of the way, you have someone who is helping you remove those impediments, those obstacles, and those blockers. So, what are you waiting for? You need to act now. You really need to take a cue from this book I wrote. It's called The Art of Prioritization. And right now, I think you need to prioritize getting on my website, books.hpmexam.com. Don't let this sit for another day. Let's get started on your project. Let's get you to author your story. Fiction, nonfiction, comic books, whatever you want to write about, I'll be your cheerleader. Let's get rolling, and I'll see you in the program.